So I work in an experimental biophysics lab with Professor Gruczynski, who is a professor over here at TCU, and they work with fluorescence spectroscopy, and they were exploring these types of dyes called body heat that they think that they can use within cells to kind of detect any changes in viscosity, which can hopefully help with pharmaceutical products. So we were just doing various types of studies with them, trying to see how they behave, and we also inserted them into cells to see how they lit up in certain places. When I came here in 2013 as a freshman, I was encouraged to do research. So I actually worked initially with Dr. Hana, who does more theoretical biophysics. And I really like theoretical, it's more programming, but then I was like, I kind of wanted to get my hands dirty, wanted to do more hands-on stuff. So Dr. Gruczynski was there and I just decided to join his lab, and, still got some biology in there and mainly physics. So I kind of like that fusion, so it was great. So I think they just want to continue developing the dye to make it more specific and I guess make it so that they can modify it for different uses and hopefully use it for cellular imaging and even human use, to help I guess specify how drugs are administered. It's really made me more interested in just fluorescence spectroscopy as a whole. So I'd really like to pursue that. Hopefully I'll continue doing more research with Dr. Gruczynski throughout my senior year, and maybe find a graduate program that incorporates that, but gives me more biology. I would like to get more bench work, so I know a good deal of biology, a good deal of physics, and I can use that hopefully in my career. So certain species or certain chemicals, they inherently emit light, so we can use spectroscopy to kind of define their behavior, and that's kind of important, to kind of explain how dyes behave, like if we were to put them inside the body, for example. I really just enjoy working with the people. I really like the team. They've always been really supportive, and they explain a lot of things. So I'm continuously learning along the way, and I just really enjoyed also that I was learning something that could hopefully be used down the line to benefit people. It's always hard whenever something doesn't work. So getting over that, I don't want to say emotional trauma, but, you get upset about that. So, that was probably the hardest thing, when things go wrong, but, you just try to get over it and then continue. So that's the fun part about research. Always get to keep on trying and doing better. Not really? I mean, because with research, things aren't going to work out, all the time. Problems happen continuously, but it's like, you just go one at a time and just try to optimize it and make it as good as possible to kind of reach your end goal. Dr. Gruczynski has his lab in Sid Richardson, so I work over there, and and I think they also do some more cellular imaging at UNT Health Science Center, but I didn't really spend that much time there. I spent most of my time here at TCU. Sometimes it's really hard. But I would like to pursue a career in research, so I think it's a good experience to try to learn how to balance too. But yeah, it was hard. So the environment's pretty relaxed over there. I got to discuss things and maybe provide some suggestions. But like they have an overarching idea, so we try to really keep it constrained within that. So, I mean, I guess more familiarity with the equipment and kind of learning, how do we analyze certain dyes, and also I guess communication skills, and I think that's really important, especially in science, learning how to express and explain what you're doing to other people. Right, so cells, I mean, we feel like we know a lot about them. We've made great strides learning about their DNA and their genome and the various proteins that are within them. But our project is trying to learn, more about the cell. So these dyes give us more information that can hopefully help us progress how drugs are administered to our bodies. I would say that they should always keep their minds open and they should always try to, you know, communicate with their professors who they think they're doing some interesting work. And just always be upfront and show them that you're interested in what they're doing. And they're usually, most of the time, they're always going to have opportunities for people, you know, to join their lab. And then once they're in the lab, just, you know, work as hard as they can and try to learn as much as possible. And I think the opportunities will, you know, show up, you know, with their hard work.